Which TRICARE plans are available to you and your family? Or if you're about to retire or move, how does this affect your choice of TRICARE plans? Today we'll be looking at TRICARE's Plan Finder tool and how it can answer all these questions for you. Hi, I'm John the TRICARE Guy. On our YouTube channel, we've been running a series on what I call the 4 pillars of TRICARE's website. The other 3 videos were on the TRICARE Find a Provider tool, the What's Covered tool, and the TRICARE Cost Compare tool. Together with today's video, gives you a vast amount of information on how to learn about your benefits, how to answer questions, and how to really understand what's covered for you under TRICARE. So if you haven't seen these others, please take a look at our YouTube channel and catch up on all the other videos. So on today's video of the Plan Finder tool, we'll cut straight to my desktop and I'll show you exactly how this works in a number of different circumstances. So to use the Plan Finder tool, you start out right here at tricare.mil, the official TRICARE website. And of course, you don't have to log in. You won't have an account on this page. You just come right here. And on the first menu option, Plans and Eligibility, click Find a TRICARE Plan. So this brings you right to the Plan Finder tool. It asks a series of questions and you just answer them one by one. Now, a couple of things you need to know about this. First, you can answer in accordance with your present situation, like where you live and your sponsor status, but you might answer in regards to a future situation, like if you're moving, you can put your new zip code or a new country, or if your sponsor is retiring from the military, you can say he's a retiree instead of active duty. And by looking at future status, you're going to find out what plans you're going to have access to in the future and kind of get yourself and your family ready for this type of thing. The other thing you need to know is that it depends who you are in the family. The sponsor, the spouse, the child, and so forth. There are many situations where different family members will have access to different plans. This is especially true if the sponsor is still on active duty, or if someone in your family is over age 65, or if you have an adult child over age 21. So in cases like this, go through this Plan Finder tool once for each family member and find out what their particular plan eligibility is, because it may not be the same for everyone. So let's say in this case you are the spouse and your sponsor is still on active duty. Let's see, you come down, click Next, and you're not in Medicare Part B. So we continue on. And where do you live? I'm going to choose, for this example, Australia. Okay, so you click, now the zip code gets grayed out in this case, you don't fill that in, and you click Next and take a look. You will have 2 plans available to you in Australia, TRICARE Prime Remote and TRICARE Select Overseas. Now remember, this is for the spouse. If it was for the active duty service member, the answer would have been TRICARE Prime Remote only, because a service member must be in a Prime plan. So let's say you live in the States, but you are looking at orders to Australia. You're kind of planning ahead, and you come up with these 2 answers, and all of your prior experience has been with TRICARE Prime, and suddenly you're faced with 2 new choices. Prime Remote operates different from Prime in many ways, and then here's TRICARE Select. And so you're wondering which one should you choose when you get there. This is going to take a bit of research on your part. It's beyond the scope of this video, but you need to learn about these plans. You can come to our Facebook group, TRICARE Around the World. We have lots of members living in Australia and basically every country of the world, and we'll walk you through your choices and how to understand and enroll and learn about your new TRICARE plan. So this is valuable. Now you can click on one of these and it will take you to that particular plan and give you some basic information. So it's very helpful for continuing research, understanding how it works, how you pay, how to submit claims, and all these things. So read up on this, use this as a springboard for research, and come join our Facebook group to learn more. Okay, let's try another. Let's say you're the sponsor. You're currently on active duty, but are going to be retiring soon, so you're looking ahead at what your options will be in the future. So you click I'm the sponsor, and I'm retired, and note that this also includes medically retired. Go on to next. No Medicare Part B. And let's say you're moving to the Puget Sound area around Seattle. And what does it come up with? In this case, in your future status as a retiree, you're going to have 3 different plans to choose from: TRICARE Prime, U.S. Family Health Plan, and TRICARE Select. Many people are unfamiliar with the U.S. Family Health Plan, but it's a great plan that offers a lot of benefits. It's geographically based and is a form of TRICARE Prime. So if you click on it, you'll see who can participate. Active duty cannot, but active duty family members can if it's presented as an option, and retired service members can. And when I say it's geographically centered, there's these different regions of the United States where it might be available. In this case, I picked Puget Sound. This is the western Washington state area, and even a broader region than that. And here's a link. And so you click on it, you learn about this particular U.S. Family Health Plan in the Pacific Northwest, and you'll get all the great information about it. So again, this tool is a great springboard for further research. And now we'll do one more. I'll just point out there's a great variety of different situations. It's impossible for me to cover them all. So I'm just giving some examples, and you'll have to play around and experiment with it on your own for your unique circumstances. But now I'm going to do one for a child, and I do want to point out down here, surviving child and surviving spouse. This is for the instance where your military sponsor has deceased, whether they passed away on active duty or passed away in retirement. This will have an impact on eligible plans for the surviving spouse and child. So in that circumstance, make sure you're choosing down here and not spouse and child, which may give different results. But I'm going to say in this case, the child dependent of a sponsor. Let's say a sponsor's active duty. And now the child type search can get very complicated due to different variables that come up. And in this case, your child is away at college. They ask biologic, adopted, or stepchild. I know that stepchild can make a difference whether the parents are still married or not, but between biological and adopted, I'm not really sure why they asked that. I thought those were all the same. But anyway, in this case, answer the questions accurately. We'll say the biological child. And now the age becomes very important. And say your child is already over 23. They want to know if the child has health care through their own employment, because that matters in this case. And congratulations, your kid got accepted to Tulane down in Louisiana, and you want to see what's available to them while they're away at college. Well, in this case, because of their age and the fact that they don't have health care through their employer, they're eligible for TRICARE Young Adult. But all of those other questions come into play if they were married or do have available health care through their employer, even if they're not accepting it. It does matter. So answer those questions accurately. You click the link. It comes up with all kinds of information on TRICARE Young Adult. There can be lots of confusion about this because most families have no experience with this until their kids get a bit older. So read up on that. So that's basically it. As I said, you're going to want to experiment with this. Try it out for your own situation. Play around, and as you gain experience, you'll get really good at this tool, along with the other tools about cost and finding providers and everything else. Make sure to watch our videos on that, and you'll pick up a lot of knowledge along the way. So I want to point you to our other resources. We have a lot of information that you need to be accessing. If you come to our website at www.thetricareguy.com, You'll find all of our information there. You can find our best-selling book, TRICARE Around the World. This lays out all plans for all beneficiaries, whether you're living in the States, whether you live overseas, or just anticipate travel anywhere. This book is what you need to make sure you know how to use your benefits in an emergency overseas or anywhere else, and how to claim it and get that covered by TRICARE. Also, you can find all of our Facebook groups there and sign up for our newsletter we send out every month, which provides a great deal of information about every different plan. So come and visit us on our website and tap into all the resources that we're providing to you. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Jan's Medical Supply. They make this YouTube channel possible. They have locations at 30 different military bases around the world and growing. They are a TRICARE network provider, so they'll work with you and collect your TRICARE information and help you to file a claim, or they can submit it on your behalf and make it very simple to get the different supplies and medical equipment and refills that you need using your TRICARE benefits. So click on all our other videos. We have new ones coming out every week. Please subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.